Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimeOnLocation.tv. I'm here at Matsuricon 2019 with my friend, Mr. Brent Filipkowski. How you doing?
You nailed that. Good job.
So it's only been a few months since Anime on Location has seen you. It was at Animaticon 2019. How have you been since your convention kicked off at the end of back in March?
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
We're all tired.
It doesn't stop though. That's the problem. It ends. Right. You wake up the next morning. You're like, okay, where do we start? Yeah. It's never ending. So you're just always tired.
I mean, I've run a couple shows myself, so I know exactly how you're talking about. Now, again, we all have huge hearts. We have this charity. It was a big hit again for you guys. And again, you've really pushed a great charitable cause. Let's have the fans know, like, how much overall, just a ballpark, how much have we as fans given to your charity organization so they know how much good deeds they've been doing for these charities?
So overall, through contributions and everything that we've done since day one, I think it's almost $10,000 that we've raised altogether and donated to charities to help with local communities.
So that's only within the last 4 years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, considering that most other conventions are 20 some odd years or 10 some odd years, and just now hitting maybe $20,000 to $30,000. So within 4 years, that's pretty good. Now you have a wonderful guest list coming up for 2019. I've seen a few people coming back, some new people. How's it been going getting that guest list up and running?
This is the hardest guest list I've had to do. And you would think it'd be easy, with the theme being magic and everything. You think it would be really easy to do. The problem is so we hinted to a Black Clover theme. We hid the clovers in our artwork and everything. But we do want to go outside of that as well. We don't want to just put all the chips in the one basket. We still have one voice actor we haven't announced yet from Black Butler. And then we're currently seeking a third. We're exploring options. So we've kind of been spending about the past 2 months literally just going through IMDb, going through shows and everything. Like, okay, who are they? What do they do? And getting referrals from people that from other con chairs and stuff. Who's easy to work with, or who's someone that's that's good to have at your shows. So it's been challenging. I'm like, can someone else do this?
Now, how much did you enjoy the fact that all three of the actors from this year's Animaticon decided to interview each other? How much fun was that? Because I personally couldn't attend, so I had to watch it, and I laughed the entire time, especially when they got to the gentleman who played Boo.
Josh Martin.
Yeah, Josh, and then him discuss also the fact that he was Barney, and them discover that through the interview. So how was that when they all interviewed one another?
You got to laugh. Yeah. I had to stay quiet, and I was sitting on the other side of the camera, just sitting here watching. I was like, I'm gonna go watch this interview. Didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, I gotta see what they say, And since they were all three going to do it together, and I sat there, and me and our head of con ops, Jessica, were sitting there, and we were I was covering my mouth trying not to laugh. And my favorite part was, so you had Josh Martin, Chris Rager, and then Chuck Huber. And Chuck was being asked a question, and he had said something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then Chris Rager's like, and how does that work? And he's like, well, you have an island. And how does that work? Okay. And how are islands made? And then he's like, okay, back. And he starts explaining all these physics and everything. And then he's like, all right, so back to the initial question. How does that work? And I'm like, this is the greatest interview, and I want to laugh so hard, but I can't. Yeah. It is probably, for last year, it's actually probably by far my favorite moment out of the whole weekend. And it was behind closed doors, which made it even that much more special to see it before everyone else. And I was like, this is why we do this.
Like I said, I laughed the entire time. Now, again, like you talked about for coming up this next year, 2020, is all about magic. And again, you talked about how hard it was to get some of these guests. What is it like already having some of them already run on, Miss Poppins? What was it like getting her on board with her magic themes?
So that's actually a funny story. So we'd booked M. Poppins, Mary Stevens. We'd booked her before. I'd actually found someone, Carrie, who does a amazing Hermione. And I was talking to her and stuff. She's like, well, I do this whole group. And I was like, oh, I know her. And within minutes, Mary's like, hey, I hear you want me to be a guest. And I was like, let's talk. And we booked her, no questions asked. She's just phenomenal. She does amazing work. And I was like, we got to have her. So, and I've got a few more things coming. So
All right, now you guys are back here at Matsuricon. What's it like always have the chance to work with them and interact with them as a convention to convention?
I enjoy it. I really enjoyed messaging John a few days beforehand, though, and going, so how are we? Are we doing okay? And he's just like, I'm not doing this. It's just fun to message him like, hey, by the way, and I'm like, I know you're busy.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I know how it is for me. Yeah. But hey, I wanted to ask you a question. And it's like, who do you want me to ask this to, though? And he's like, we'll figure it out. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I saw him already this morning. He was already running around with the chicken with his head cut off.
I want to see that.
It's funny as all get out.
We had a chicken at our show. I want to see that. Apparently. Yeah, we had the support chicken, which I did not believe when they came in and said it. They're like, there's a chicken in a basket. And I'm like the crackers are like, no, a chicken in a basket.
It's like a legit chicken.
So then I run out of con ops trying to find a chicken in a basket. Nowhere to be seen. I'm like, you guys are all lying to me. And sure enough, hotel tells me, no, it is a support chicken in a basket. This lady was carrying it around, and I was like, that is just amazing.
All righty then. I don't know how to follow this up other than the fact like what you guys got coming up. What other coming projects do you guys have coming up?
Tons of potatoes.
Okay, so legit, real quick, real life advice. You can legally send a potato through the United States Postal Service with a single stamp as long as it's in Sharpie, has your return address and the recipient's address. Done. You can do that legally. Are you going to send a potato to me?
Probably not. I'll probably eat the potato before it gets in the box, to be honest. I mean, if Matt's with us, I mean, we're going to have tons of salt, tons of potatoes, and who knows what else is going to happen. So you never know what's going to happen. But I will reveal one thing since we're talking about potatoes. And Matt's not in the interview, but he is near us. So we'll officially announce it now. 2020 potato panel 18 plus.
All right.
So it's the extra dirty potato.
Alrighty, now, so people obviously know about animatic.com and Twitter and all that. Is there any other place that we can keep up with you online? And then a final message you want to get out to all the fans that have been supporting Animaticon and the message that you've been spreading throughout all these years.
So we have almost every social media platform now. It's hard to maintain, I'm not going to lie. There's like 5 of us that do it now. Really, I mean, if you guys have social media, just search Animaticon, you'll find us. TikTok, everything. I mean, we're trying to do everything now. And as far as the message goes, just keep being awesome. Come to the show. If you've never been, check it out. We're small still, but we got a lot of personality for you.
You really do, because I've been there since day one. It's personality packed into a small package.
Well, I'm like 5 foot, so what do you expect?
Again, thank you, Brett. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.